I'm telling you, there seems to be an inundation of bad news. And if I'm honest, as your pastor, I get to the point where I just don't listen to the news at all. And I'm not lifting it up to say that's the right thing to do. I think that that's partially wrong too. But some days I just can't take no more. I can't. And that's just the regular news. We haven't even got to the phone calls of a loved one who just got another bad prognosis. Right? We haven't got to the marriage of somebody that is failing and you want to be there for them and you see what is happening right in front of their face. We don't get to the conversations about children that are struggling to make sense of the world and trying to go to school and do so all at the same time, while worried that if they go to school, they may be shot, because that is the new fame craze, is to bring a gun to school and shoot up as many people as possible. But we tell our kids, go to school and learn. Don't nobody bring me no bad news.
When I wake up in the afternoon, it pleases me to do. Don't nobody bring me no bad news, 'cause I wake up already negative and I wind up my fuse. So don't nobody bring me no bad news.
Romans 1, verse 16, and it reads, "For I am not ashamed of this good news about Christ. It is the power of God at work, saving everyone who believes, the Jews first and also the Gentiles." That we get a chance now in a world that seems to be proliferated with bad news to be the purveyors of good news. That we get a chance to walk around and share for a world that feels depressed, that feels pushed down, that feels lost, that feels scared, that feels angry, that feels overlooked, that feels abused, and all of these things, to be able to lift up the message of good news. It sits at the very heart and the core of who we are. We are the children of good news.
No bad news, no bad news. Don't you ever bring me no bad news, 'cause I'll make you an offer, child, that you cannot refuse. So don't nobody bring me no. Say that again.
Over and over again, we can recount history, how often that these things have been used. And it's not just Christianity, it happens with other religions too. But this is the challenge. This is what Jesus wants us to free, because your good news ain't good if it brings all negativity. If your good news is just about your personal salvation, can I tell you, baby, yes, Jesus did come to save your soul, but he didn't just come for your soul. It says Jews and Gentiles. He came so that all might have life, and that life more abundantly. What happens when our good news turns bad? What happens when it sours in the mouth of those that we want to give it to, and then we wonder why people don't want to listen to the church? Why don't I want to go in there? You mean the same group that's over there that's hurting all these other people? They don't care about that, but they care if I come to your Sunday morning event. That's the only thing that that's it. You only care about my soul. What about I'm hungry right now? Can you give me food right now? What about I need clothes right? I'm freezing cold right now. But the only thing that you can give me is to tell me, don't worry, Jesus is going to love you later. Where's the good news? I read an article about white, and this is white evangelicalism. This is just one sect of, problematic Christianity. And it talked about how radicalized right-wing political churches blew up during the pandemic. Anybody that misspoke, falsehoods about the election or issues with vaccinations, churches grew. Because we've radicalized ourselves so much. We've gone so far away from the scriptures that we can't recognize the good news if it was to hit us in the face. So I stand today trying my best to shake the good news free. recognizing that I need it to be good news for me, that it's meant to be good news for you, that it truly is a story of liberation and freedom. Freedom not just from people, but freedom from the ultimate purveyor of destruction to the human person, sin. And that sin distorts us all. It does not matter color, it does not matter creed, it does not matter social economic placement. That sin lived into the hearts of people always produces terrible things, and all of us have it. And if we walk into the place of the access with God without the recognition that we are broken humanity, that we don't give God access to show us just how broken we are. We walk in as if we are Jesus, or we Jesus' little cousin, because we finally realized that he was real. And let me tell you, baby girl, brother man, no matter how good you think you have been or are living, you still aren't even close to what we should be talking about when we think about Jesus. I'm so far removed from the amazing grace of God that there's no way in the world I could stand and try to act like my name should be even appended to his. Back in the day, folks wouldn't let you call them Christians because they didn't want you to put his name on them, because they knew they were not worthy to be connected to a God like that. I wish we can wrestle it free again.
Don't you bring me? Oh, I'm getting ready to take you to church now. Don't you bring me? No, no, like Jennifer Hudson. No.